take my loss is what I'd rather do. Wait, this guy already forgot me? I already did the tour by myself, and you forgot. Oh my god. This village was shit. I'm not gonna lie. This village, like in actuality, it had some fine stuff. Like the clothes and maybe the exploring stuff and the fact there was an easy shrine. But the inconvenience of the child stealing my heart from the statue and then the kid move. And then the fact that I almost lost my horse like multiple times. Like crap like that's just inconvenient, dude. Another question I have. Do you say your name like Black Ninja 197 or Black Ninja 797? Well, yes and no. I've not really been particularly picky about what people call me. Some people have called me a variety of things, and I personally don't mind the several nicknames I've had. I've had people call me Black Ninja. Recently, I've been called 797, which is okay. I've been called my full name, my real name, and I've also just been called like my several nicknames or aliases. But my actual name, the Black Ninja part, and then the rest of the numbers, I pronounce it 797. Some people call it Black Ninja 797, like it's singular, but I'm saying it like it's in the hundreds category. That's just how I've always said it. That's how I'm going to always continue to say it. It's just how I roll. If you mispronounce it, it's fine. I personally don't mind. But that's just how I pronounce it. I'm going to call you Jim. Thanks, Bob. Appreciate it. Alright, Ryan, I guess I'm going to call you Bob. And you can't interact with it. This horse is retarded sometimes, I swear. Come on. Oh, now you can jump. I'm Bob, you're Jim. Pretty much. Okay, now let's actually go on to an adventure, shall we? Like, 2 episodes are gonna be in that village. It's ridiculous how much there was to explore in that village. Ooh, flower. Bob and Jim naming more iconic duo. I'll wait. Ryan, do me a favor. Next time that like the other guys are in the chat, like let's say like Mr. Potato for example, like one of the other mods, like just screw with them and start calling them like random names, like I don't know, we'll call like Mr. Potato Jerry, and just fuck with him a bit and just see what his reaction is. Link, you can make it, please. Okay, at least... Wait, I'm just gonna sit here for a second. He can replace his stamina, that's fine. Okay, good. And climb and climb. Okay. Now, I gotta remember my horse is down there. So I gotta be careful. In fact, is there a way I can bring him up here? I can. So why the hell did I not go this way? I'm gonna call him Karen. Is there a pathway that he can take? Okay, he can take a pathway. Okay, so why the hell did I just go up the long way? Alright, be careful. Careful. Alright, good, good, good. Do we agree on Karen? Oh, no, yeah, we're definitely fucking agreeing on Karen. You topped me on that one. It looked like that area that we were interacting with was a house, so I'm not really sure if this is, like, dialogue for, like, a side quest. I don't think it's a side quest. It looks like it's a part of the main story, so... That poor kid just sitting in the rain. By the way, Chad, do me a favor. If there's by any chance that you can figure out if there's any other animals I can get other than a horse, let me know. Because I think the horse is the only one I can consistently have. Because, like, he's fast. I would like to have something like, maybe like a dog or like something like that. But, I don't know if I can stack any animals on top of each other. Or, like, I don't know if I can put, like, a dog with me on here if it's small enough. Or if it can just stay in contact with me, like, if it can catch up. Okay, so it's an ancient tech lab. Okay. Damn, girl, you short. Hello. This is the Hento Ancient Tech Lab. Do you have some business with the director? That's right, I guess. The director is in the back. A terribly busy person, that one. Please try to keep it brief. Is it this guy? I think this is him. So I'm gonna wait a second. I'm gonna snoop around, see if there's anything I can, like, loot. A torch? I actually wouldn't be opposed to a torch. I'm actually gonna drop some of my melee weapons. Melee weapons. I'm not gonna need the leaf. I really am not gonna need the leaf, so I'm gonna just pick this up and drop it. Oh, they actually have the, statue thing for, my little piece of gear. I don't know what it's called, though. It's like the thing for the main story. He has a journal, though. So I'm assuming if this is the right guy, then his name is Simon. Alright. The Skya sponsor is one of the basic ruins found on the, sorry, Shika slate. The Shika sensor. Oh, so that's what this thing, yeah, the Shika slate, that's what my tablet's called. If it senses an ancient shrine contacting a hero trial nearby, it will lead you there by emitting a series of sounds. The interval between sounds shortens the closer you get to the shrine. To stop searching for your object of choice, set the Shika sensor on your map to off. So this thing detects shrines. Interesting. Okay, well, let's talk to the guy. That was really fucking creepy the way he said hi. he went like, hi. What's the worst thing to say on a date? Damn girl, you short. I imagine you've never seen so many books in one place. Pretty incredible, isn't it? We've gathered all of Hyrul's known literature and ancient civilizations here. As for the actual number of books, well, is it that thing on your wrist? Is that a Shika? There's no mistaking it. That's the real Shika slate, isn't it? I've never actually seen one in person. There's multiple? If you could just show me the ruins on it, I'd be most appreciative. Statistics, Magnus, yes. The remote bomb and Cryonis, what else? Let's see. So that's it for the ruins, but, strange. It doesn't seem to like you have the basic ruins. I don't understand why they're missing. There must be some reason. Where are my manners? I nearly forgot to introduce myself. My name is Simeon. I guess his name is Simeon. You are Link, right? You know my name? Lady Impa caught me up to speed. You see, we were told a young man holding a Sheikah slate will appear, and you must do all you can to help him. He will be our hope that awakens from the slumber of restoration. His name will be Link. Oh dear, I forgot to tell you something very important. Director, listen, Mrs. Director, this is the real Sheikah slate director. I thought this was the director. That's right, I haven't introduced our director. Mrs. Purra happens to be right over there. As the Hento Ancient Tech Lab Director, Mrs. Punra, I'm mispronouncing so many names, I know I am, is the world's foremost authority on the ancient Hyrule culture. Check it. I have the utmost respect for Mrs. Purra and all she has accomplished. I'm honored to be your assistant. On that note, Link, you see, the director may look like a young girl, but, well, maybe it's not my place to be telling you these things. Yeah, probably not. You probably should stop while you're ahead, buddy. You should talk to Mrs. Purr herself. I don't know. That last part, I seemed like an innuendo or a funny joke about how the fact that, yes, he does look like a kid. I mean, guys, tell me. Like, can you tell me with a straight face that this does not look like a fucking teenage girl? Like a short-ass, like, midget teenage girl. There's no way this woman is, like, old enough to be a doctor or like, a really old person to, like, warrant that gray hair. Unless she dyed it. Like, this looks like a kid. I'm slightly bigger than her. And, like, look, she's literally the half the size of Link, and Link's freaking short. Link's probably, like, what, 4'4"? She's, like, fucking 2'4". Like, Jesus, dude, there's no way she's not a kid. Unless she's just really short, I guess, but, like, she looks too young. Look at her face. There's, like, not a wrinkle or anything on her. Usually by, like, your 40s, you get, like, at least bags under your eyes. Like, Jesus. Like, she looks really fucking young. Like, look. Not a wrinkled set of skin anywhere. Like, I'm not trying to make fun of short people, but, like, usually height indicates age a little bit. Like, this is ridiculously a short, young woman. In my eyes. She might just be a short old woman, but whatever. Hey, are you surprised? The director of this laboratory is not Simon, it's me. Yeah. Snappity snap. Anyway, Linky. Do you remember any dreams from your time in the slumber of restoration? You don't look like you've changed a bit in the last 100 years, but something must have happened in all that time. Well, no matter, I'm just happy to see you're still in one piece. You know, one thing I just realized, too, about this, unless it's about a legend or something, how the fuck do people know about me? Unless it's, like, been passed on by their ancestors, there's no way that these guys are from my time when I was originally young. Like, the one old lady, I think, was the only person that was actually around the same time I was, the quote-unquote 100 years ago, and she seems really old as shit. If she's from the original time, too, she's young as shit, unless she was in the chamber thing like I was. Well, no matter, I'm just happy to see you're still in one piece. Linky. I'm gonna call Link Linky from now, because that's such a fucking cringy name. Okay, Linky, like, continue the dialogue. Linky, what's with that look? You don't... you do still remember me, right? Oh, she is old enough from when I was originally, here from the previous 100 years. So she's, like, over 100! Damn, girl, you look really fucking healthy for 100. Do you remember me? She was around when I was around? She's like 100 plus years old. Really? Well, I'm shocked. I don't know if I'll ever be able to recover from this. Even though 100 years ago I took you to the Shrine of Resurrection after Calamity Ganyan finally fatally wounded you. Even though I was the one who put you safely into the slumber of respiration. restoration. Despite all that, you still don't remember me. I don't remember. As expected. I mean, you gotta give some guy some slack if he's been asleep 100 years. After 100 years in the slumber restoration, subject has lost all memories. Noted. Oh, sorry, I have a bad habit of taking notes rather abruptly like that. It's a charming quirk, isn't it? Anywho, do you have any questions for me? Link's just a fucking savage with these questions. It's the only question, too. It's like they want me to pick this question. Link, you know the answer. She just said, do you remember me? She's like, obviously, like 100 years old. You're fucking calling her a child, even though I'm not that. I'm not even that rude. How very rude. Perhaps it's not rude at all. I suppose that's actually a rather logical conclusion to jump to. That's a complete fucking lie. She's obviously offended. The truth is I look this way because of a failed experiment. Well, I say failed, but in some ways it was a success. I documented the full affair in my diary upstairs. But the whole thing is embarrassing, so I insist you refrain from reading it. Anyway, enough about that. Back to the topic at hand. Here you are after 100 years. Here to defeat Calamity Ganon, who is growing in strength with every passing moment. And to rescue our beloved Princess Zelda, that is, if you've got the courage to try. And to help the one true hero, I, the one and only Pura, will restore the basic functions missing from the Sheikah Slate. And what do you say to that? Yes, please. I knew you say that. Alright then, first I need you to run an errand for me. What's with that look on your face? You didn't think I just fixed the Sheikah Slate for free, did you? I did. The post-slumber restoration subject is plagued by presumptions. Okay. Let me explain this errand's details. You know the unlit furnace, by the way, just outside this laboratory? Could you please bring the blue flame from the ancient furnace in town and also use it to light our furnace? The sweet little guidance stone will start working once you do that, allowing us to restore your missing ruins. I wonder if the young women these days still say things like sweet and little. I suppose it doesn't matter anyway. Okay then, I'm counting on you for that blue flame. What do you mean? I've never seen so many books. Library exists. You freaking dope. Thank you. I appreciate that, Ryan. Linky be kinky. Oh my fucking god. Laugh my ass off. I gotta actually use that one. Ryan, I'm quoting you on that. Linky be kinky. I like that one. Actually, let me check about the diary. Unless I've already seen her diary. Where is the diary? Does this also go outside? Yeah, this goes outside. That's where my horse is. I think it was back here, where this guy was. Oh no, this is about the Sheikah Slate. Okay. Oh, her thing must be up here. Hold on. Climb down. Open. Snooping around. Hey, you know that one thing I told you not to do? Yeah, I'm gonna do it anyway. Alright, here we go. Alright. Research diary for anti-aging ruin. Classified for Pura's eyes only. First page. Date unknown. Work has finally begun on my anti-aging ruin. If all goes to plan, I believe it will officially reverse the aging process. This technology will enable us to be able to make us retired warriors young again, thereby strengthening the Hyrulean army. When Calamity Ganyon inevitably returns, we'll be ready. Our offense will be solid and our defenses impenetrable. The need for this tech pains me, but I truly hope to use it to attain everlasting peace for all. Date unknown. The beta version of my anti-aging ruin is complete. I have already added to the Sheikah slate I made it for myself. Since I am to be the test subject for this experiment, Simon booted all the ruin and directed its rays at my body. After 20 seconds of exposure, I felt extreme fatigue and broke into a fever, forcing us to cease the experiment. Unable to stay awake, I went to bed immediately. Tomorrow I will try to figure out what went awry. Anti-aging experiment trial day 2. My extreme full-body fatigue was slightly improved, for which I am grateful. Still, I do not recognize the face in the mirror. My hair is thick again, and floor length. My wrinkles, once deep as trenches, have vanished without a trace. It seems the anti-aging effect works, however, I did not expect the reversal to happen so frighteningly fast. This morning I kicked Simon awake and had him run a full physical exam on me. My height, my weight, my vision, my bone density, my heart, my blood. We tested everything we could, pushing our facility to its limits. Our discoveries were startling. My results were typically of the Sheikah woman in her early 50s. In other words, I reversed my age more than 70 years in a single night. I can only hope I do not awaken to find I have the body of a newborn baby. Anti-aging experiment trial day 3. I have awoken with an abundance of energy. It has been decades since I slept so well. Upon waking, I immediately checked the mirror, only to be greeted by a youthful version of myself. According to Simon's experiment, I have the body of a Sheikah woman in her 30s. 30 years old. I was around that age when I was first able to continue my research following the Great Calamity. The first thing I did not try to figure out how to expand the functionality of the Sheikah sensor. I was around 80 years old when that expansion was completed. I intend to you want to know one thing I noticed about this whole entire thing is that she stopped around the age where she looks like a kid, but she could have stopped really at the age of 30, you know what I mean? Like a 30-year-old woman doesn't necessarily look that bad. I guess that's what happens with greed. Bequench this tech as our sleeping hero. I hope to God that he will be able to assist in the destruction of Calamity that swallowed our Princess Leia whole. Next page. Anti-aging experimental trial day 4. After today's routine, physical and the results show I have the body of a 20-year-old woman. Okay. I haven't felt this good in a century. This is all taking me back when the Great Calamity happened. Gain has been dormant for 10,000 years. Perhaps his powers have been building all that time. The slaughter that followed the arbitrary and merciless destructions complete. We lost everything. Hyrule Castle, Princess Zelda. Well, perhaps not everything was lost. A youth named Link Link, or Linky, I guess. She should have wrote Linky. A youth named Linky was brought to me 100 years ago, covered in wounds and on death's doorstep. Link, so young yet so courageous. He was the youngest knight you have ever been appointed to the Imperial Guard at Hyrule Castle. He was also gifted swordsman who was selected as captain of Princess Leia's personal guard. I thought his skills would be enough to defeat Ganyon in glorious fashion. Since ancient times, the royal family of Hyrule and us Sheikah's researchers have had a strong bond. Their pain is our own. We took the swordsman and the Sheikah slate Princess Zelda left behind to the Shrine of Resurrection. Okay. Although the slumber of restoration had not been fully tested, we decided to put the swordsman under to save his life. It was the best we could do. Anti-aging experimental trial day 5. Big ass diary. Yeah, I know, there's a lot of dialogue. I awoke to something horrifying. A scarlet lump scarring my otherwise youthful face. After analyzing this monstrosity, I have come to the conclusion that it's just one pimple, a big one. The result of today's physical exam indicated that my body and mind have reverted to those of a teenager. Oh, I see what happened. I feel like Simon looks at me differently, which irritates me. I got angry when he insisted on running my blood test for me. I mean, really, what even? I can do it all by myself. In any case, I wonder what experiment I should focus on next. The blue flame in the furnace outside is growing weaker by the day. I do hope that the guidance stone doesn't stop working. Next page. Anti-aging experimental trial day 6. My age reversal process. Further still, I now look and feel like a 6-year-old. A 6-year-old? Jesus, dude. My height has regressed so much that I can no longer reach things in high places. It's super annoying. Where is that genius swordsman placed in the slumber of restoration anyway? Wake up already. If he doesn't awaken soon, my feature expansions for the Sheikah sensor will go to waste. But even if he does manage to wake up, how can I make sure he will even find me? I want to go and just kick Linky, there we go, awake, but I doubt Simon would help me. Oh, I see. She reverted to Linky because she's 6 years old now. It'd be hard with my 6-year-old body anyway. Instead, I think I'll begin working on the rune to reverse my aging process. Next page. Anti-aging experimental trial day 7. This morning's exam resulted indicated that I am still age 6, same as yesterday. Perhaps my age reversal has stopped. As luck would have it, today I also finished developing the beta version of age boosting rune. If successful, it should be able to reverse the effects of the anti-aging rune. I hope it will anyway. All I need to do is increase the output and expose the dosage. All I need to do is increase the output and expose myself to its rays. However, when I tried to add this feature to the Sheikah slate I made, I found that the guidance stone had stopped. What's more, the blue flame in the furnace outside has gone out. I sent Simon to the ancient furnace, but he was too clumsy and it was raining and nothing went to plan. So I had to go down there and help, but a girl in the village saw me, what a mess I made. Not only am I unable to continue my research in this state, I can only work by the light of a gas lamps. What to do? Previous page. Oh, that's just done. Okay, it's finally done, so let me actually get out of this. Back out, back out, back out. Stop reading. Okay, so I see what happened. She tried to be youthful, and she got exposed way too much to the point where she went from, like, 100 to 6. And then she luckily stopped, otherwise she would have been a baby. And it looks like that her mind was also going too, it said. So, I don't think she actually, remembered what happened. I think the other guy had to, like, tell her or something. And she had to, like, relearn from scratch at 6 years old. Can you imagine a 6-year-old trying to learn some of the stuff about this game? Like, Jesus, dude.